Okay, happy Thursday. Welcome to your daily focus stro. Hello, Taurus. We have King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, and Two of Wands. This is talking about a new beginning, this potential, this rebirth that's going to help you build up your stability. It's going to help you get out of this situation you've been feeling stuck in. There is a doorway for you. There might be a few obstacles in your path, but there is a way out of the dark into the light, into the growth that's going to help you in the long term. You need to look at where your thinking is keeping you stuck, where you're thinking about the situation is keeping you bound. Try to get a different perspective, possibly set boundaries and cut people off. Once you get that new perspective, really look at what is your long-term vision for your life? What is your long-term plan? How does the way that you are moving about your goals and priorities play into that? You want to pull together what you need. You want to brainstorm to try and figure out the steps that you need to take. There's this planning that you need to do. And part of that planning is getting out of this bind. It's getting out of the situation you feel bound by, but you're not actually bound by it. It's a mental thing that you're bound by. You're feeling bound by the situation. So there is a lot of focus, discovery, planning, and progress. Really looking at where you want to go instead of, or in regards to where you've been and how you're going to get there. So you've got all this potential. Then we've got King of Cups in the reverse, Two of Swords, Justice in the World. So you are looking to end this cycle. Once you make this decision, this King of Cups in the reverse, this can talk about somebody who's abusive and moody and emotionally manipulative. They're codependent. It can talk about, if it's not talking about a person, it can talk about addiction or somebody who, even if they're not addicted, like in terms of alcoholism or drug use, somebody who is escaping into a fantasy life because they're not able to control their emotions. They're struggling with balancing their emotions. And so they're looking towards escapism. They're looking towards self-destructive behavior. They're looking at depression. And it can be a real problem. So you're needing to balance your actions. You're needing to balance. Justice talks about this balance. Twos also talk about balance. So justice is talking about needing to balance your actions and balance your thinking. So there is a nice sweet spot between perfectionism and acceptance, just letting it all hang out. You don't have to be one way or the other. You don't have to practice black and white thinking. So there's a difference between, even if it doesn't physically take your life, your thinking sort of taking your life by making you feel bound with, addictions or with negative thoughts like perfectionism, which in a way is an addiction itself. So you kind of have to change the way that you're thinking about it. You want to apply yourself and apply your thinking in a more balanced way. You want to pay attention to the way that you're thinking about things in the long term. Justice can also talk about getting clarity on this situation, getting clarity on removing distractions from your thinking, not being too fixed in your ways, how to lead with integrity, how to get away from that sort of black and white thinking that it needs to be perfect, or I should just let it all go and forget about it. Who cares? There is a balance there, and you're needing to get that balance. So this Two of Swords is telling you to make a decision that's going to lead you towards the world, that's going to lead you towards your success, towards your integration, towards your accomplishment. You're trying to expand your perspective. You're trying to, the world also talks about having a balance in elements. And that's how you get on top of the world. That's how you get that really great perspective, because you balance everything. You balance your thinking with your emotions and your thinking with the physical world and the spiritual. You balance the physical with the spiritual, regardless of what you consider the spiritual to be. We're not talking about, it could be a religion, it could be any sort of spirituality, it doesn't matter. So you're needing to get this balance. And this Two of Swords, this is talking about sort of that energy of the Eight of Swords and the King of Cups in reverse, where you're sort of like taking your head off because you don't know which direction to go, or you're preparing to take your head off because you don't know which direction to go. You're feeling like, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, but you're actually not. There is a path that will bring you peace. Two of Swords says there is a path that will bring you peace. The way to figure out which path it is to conquer your thoughts, to conquer your emotions, put your emotions behind you, put your passions behind you, take a sit down, balance the thinking, and then you're going to see that path. You're going to find that path that's going to lead you to the ending of the cycle, to the balance, into this new doorway, this new growth. I hope this was helpful. Sorry for the sort of meandering, rambling. Have a great Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.